The AI ecosystem explodes as agentic platforms turn thousands of digital workers into productivity game changers. Will new digital agents and physical robotics redefine portfolios, or do high costs and messy buildouts test investor faith?
Business case uses for these things to pay for just how expensive it is, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that with every new market, there's a lot of new demand drivers that will materialize we can't see at the present day. And so what I'm looking forward to is, in monitoring, is agentic AI. I think that we're going to have a lot of digital workers that are going to work alongside human workers, and that's going to really uncap productivity. In addition, I think that we're looking for physical AI to manifest itself with robotics, and it's come a long ways, and I think it could be inflecting going forward. So definitely, a lot of demand drivers, I think, that we have on this AI market here.
How far out do you see that? We already hear companies talking about how many agents, AI agents, they have working for them, but are you thinking that these are some serious changes that evolve over the next year or two, or does it take longer?
Yeah, well, I think it's been happening pretty quickly over the last few months, actually. I think that the industry was talking about it over the last few years, but really, I think we're seeing inflection in the last 3 to 6 months when we're on the road traveling, meeting with companies. And I think that it's happening at the intersection of IT services and software, where I think IT services is going from like a pyramid shape where you have billable human hours to now like a diamond shape where you have an orchestrator that's a human that's managing all these AI agents. And you can pull up a dash and there's like thousands of AI agents that are working. They don't have names, but they have numbers. And they really sit alongside existing software, I think, and augment it. As a result, it's almost like little pieces of software sitting on top of legacy systems. And I think that's the direction that we're headed to.
Yeah, Jensen Wang said that all of their engineers are using these agents at this point right now. Where is the stock market play for that? Who do you think comes out on top in a situation like you're describing?
Yeah, well, I think that the companies that are building the infrastructure, the cloud players, the emerging cloud players, as well as the compute tiles, with AI infrastructure, Nvidia, Broadcom, I think AMD can have some also well positioned for this market. And then I think you see neoclouds that are seeing significant increases in demand there, where they're like more custom built for AI infrastructure. And I think that this market, it is kind of like, you got to build it and they'll come. It's like laying down the tracks for the railroad. It's capital intensive, it gets messy. You probably need some creative financing, some partnerships. But I see this as ecosystem building as much as anything. And as a result, I think that we need to see demand continue to scale and improve with new demand drivers like we just talked about.
Your biggest holdings, at least as of the end of August, were Apple at 10.9% of the fund, Alphabet at 9.8%, Nvidia 9.5%, Meta Platforms 9.4%. You've got Microsoft at almost 8.5%. I mean, is that still the thesis that those are the stocks you'd be sticking with? Or are you expanding and kind of looking out for stocks that are further down the pipe that might be a little cheaper at this point because they've yet to see some of the returns?
Yeah, so I think in terms of portfolio construction, I view most of the portfolio to be kind of well-positioned, compounders that have durable competitive advantages. So those are the kind of the companies that you talked about. In addition, we also invest in various companies that are earlier on their S curve of adoption. And so my framework isn't necessarily to buy like the cheapest companies. I look for technological inflections where they are kind of on the precipice of an S-curve adoption. And so, I think that, there's a lot of different companies that we're looking at that are pretty interesting. And, I think it's never been a more exciting time to be a tech investor, for sure.